Have you heard the latest news from the world of Formula One racing? Mercedes-Benz has dropped a bombshell on the racing world by announcing the new W14 upgrade for the Imola Grand Prix. This much-awaited update promises to elevate Mercedes' Formula One game to new heights, and fans are excited to see what kind of results this fascinating new development will bring. From improved aerodynamics to engine and chassis upgrades, the W14 promises to be a force to be reckoned with on the track. With the world-class driving efforts of Lewis Hamilton and Valtteri Bottas, this dynamic combo is set to push the boundaries of what is possible on the racetrack. Of course, with so much expectation comes even more excitement and intrigue. What type of outcomes can we expect from the W14? How will it do in comparison to its rivals? As the Imola Grand Prix approaches, these are the questions on everyone's mind. One thing is certain, the world of Formula One racing has just become much more thrilling. So buckle up as we explore Mercedes' exciting new development. Let's see what that massive revamp is and what the drivers had to say about the Miami Grand Prix. Mercedes claims that a similar upgrade will help reveal important answers about what went wrong with its current Formula One vehicle, making it dangerous to drive. The German manufacturer faced another difficult weekend in Miami, with issues in practice and qualifying followed by a more encouraging race pace. However, the team has admitted that the W14's roller coaster redesign has made it tough to pinpoint exactly what has gone wrong. Russell isn't satisfied with how the Red Bulls behave on the track. The Brackley-based squad made a strong start to the 2023 season in Miami, finishing first and second in FP1. However, the performance abruptly changed in FP2. Due to traffic on his outlap, Hamilton was eliminated in Q2 after setting the 13th best time. Russell performed a little better, but only narrowly made it to Q3. Due to Charles Leclerc's collision and Max Verstappen's failure to clock a meaningful time on his first flying lap, he qualified 6th, roughly a second behind pole sitter Sergio Perez. Mercedes will make significant changes to the side pod floor and the front suspension for the following event, the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. While the squad anticipates that the updated settings will be a step forward in form, manager Toto Wolff feels that the enhancements will assist in providing some answers about the current car's issues. Wolff does not expect a dramatic change in fortune due to Imola, but he believes the knowledge gained may be useful in the long run. He added that we must temper our expectations, since we're introducing an upgrade package, including new suspension parts, bodywork, etc. These modifications are designed to enhance the car's feel, address some of the rear and stability issues, and allow the car to run a little lower to the ground. Elliott stated that while these side pods would alter the existing specs, they would not be a carbon replica of the Red Bull design, but rather a Mercedes evolution. Wolff stated that Mercedes is chasing downforce and trying to do the best possible job in terms of a mechanical platform. They are bringing new bodywork, floor, and front suspension, all of which are significant changes. This is a big procedure and surgery, and there will be a lot of learning in the virtual world. Teams will emphasize the significance of learning from what happens in Imola as they approach the moment where they must begin committing to importing components for their 2024 vehicles. After a difficult weekend in Miami in which Lewis Hamilton failed to make it out of Q2, Mercedes is counting down the days until it releases a massive upgrade at Imola, which will be the difference between this Mercedes season and the next. Wolff has stated that the car's performance and lack of understanding of the car have contributed to the team's competitive troubles. I believe the car is not nice or a good car. Wolff has stated that the car's performance and a lack of understanding of the car have contributed to the team's competitive troubles. This includes the pace, performance, lack of understanding of the car, and the full spread of activities. Hamilton himself acknowledged that the current car was no match for Red Bull. When asked where the squad lacked pace, Hamilton said, "Everywhere. It's simply that we're lacking." If you look at Red Bull, for example, they can utilize a little rear wing to be quick on the straights and fast through the turns, but we need a wider wing to be competitive in those corners. As a result, I believe we are short on downforce. According to Wolff, the worst aspect of the W14 is that it is so unpredictable from session to session, and usually without cause. He said, "It's the lack of comprehension of what it is that makes this car such a nasty piece of work." Mercedes will reveal a substantial advancement in the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix, the reworked side pods, and a new front suspension. The team anticipates that the alterations will result in a faster car, but Wolff believes that the engineers will be more interested in discovering what went wrong with its 2023 opponent. I believe what we're attempting with the upgrade is to establish a new baseline from which we can remove doubts and say, this is not the problem now that we've gone to a different concept. This is what's happening with the front suspension, and we're looking at bodywork solutions that are more conventional than ours and that are going to create a different airflow. It's almost like hitting the reset button. We aim to build upon what would have been a good starting point 12 months ago and then progressively enhance performance from there. Wolff also backed Hamilton's Friday statement that little improvement has been made since last year, aside from the team curing porpoising. When asked if the team expected poor performance in Miami, he said, "No, it's worse than I thought because it's been 12 months since we were last in Miami and the car is just marginally better. Maybe it's not bouncing on the straight, That is the only thing that is better than last year. The car is still not fast enough, and we don't understand why there is such inconsistency from one session to the next. This level of performance is simply unacceptable. Lewis Hamilton was encouraged by his late race progress after finishing 6th in the Miami Grand Prix, despite the fact that he was still not at the front. Due to a bad qualifying performance on Saturday, the 7-time World Championship will start from position 13, his worst qualifying performance of the season. Starting on hard tires, the Mercedes driver was forced to play the long game to capitalize on a lengthy first tire stint. After swapping to the fast and medium tires during his only pit stop, Hamilton overtook cars like Pierre Gasly and Charles Leclerc, finishing 6th and supporting teammate George Russell's P4 result. After the race, Hamilton discussed how he struggled to make any progress in the early stages of the race before capitalizing on the unfavorable strategy. It was really challenging at first, just being in a DRS train with a number of cars and trying to get past Williams, who is always quick on the streets. So it wasn't simple, Hamilton informed reporters. Hamilton made headway and pushed through the marathon, progressing from 13th to 6th. Unfortunately, they started late, but he said he had much fun going through the marathon. It was great to be able to compete with others and earn points for the squad. What are your views on this? Will these changes revive Mercedes, or will their season be over? Let us know in the comments. According to Russell, the Mercedes drivers aren't happy with their competition, which still holds them back. George Russell, who thought he had Sergio Perez in his sights in Miami, was actually 30 seconds behind the Red Bulls on Sunday, and has since doubled down on his sandbagging charges. Russell questioned if Red Bull underestimated their performance in the Australian Grand Prix to avoid FIA interference earlier this season when the team romped to its 3rd win in 3 races. He remarked on the BBC's Checkered Flag show that they're definitely holding back. I believe they are almost ashamed to reveal their full ability because the faster they appear, the more the sport will try to keep them back in some way. While Red Bull said that this was not the case, team lead Christian Horner claimed that Russell would know too much about these types of benefits from his team. Russell had his concerns. Max Verstappen won the Miami Grand Prix with a late overtake on teammate Sergio Perez, his 3rd win of the season and the team's 5th in 5 races, 4 of which were 1-2 finishes. Russell was 4th after overtaking Carlos's Sainz, believing he had a Red Bull in sight. His race engineer revealed that it was Logan Sargent's car ahead of Fernando on the track. Russell was half a minute behind the leading Red Bull and 28 seconds behind Perez at the moment, with Sargent ready to be lapped. He commented after the race, "They're always so far away from all of us." The team took control of the Alpines, Carlos overtook them, and the pace was good. However, it would be more fulfilling if they were 3 spots ahead, but given where they are, it was the most they could do. That's it for today's video. What are your thoughts on Mercedes' newest announcement regarding their new W14 upgrade? Will it be enough to win at Imola, or will the competition be too fierce? Please leave your views in the comment section below. Also, hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more similar content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!